welcome back. We're now at our losers finals of the tournament. The match we were all expecting for the winners finals, the grand finals, but we did not get 1NE versus we them Doggo, both previously taken down by Ooga Booga, who are sitting waiting in the grand finals. And they're here now to fight for that last grand final spot.
Yeah, it's great to be back again. I've just gone and freshened up a bit. I watched that last series, and that was some awesome stuff. My boys in 1NE pulling out a really confident-looking win there. So, we them Doggo though has done very well coming up in these matches, and they did beat TF Gaming to get to this point that they're at. So they very well could do very well against 1NE Sports, and we're just gonna have to see what happens. I think it's gonna be a hard one to call, simply because We Dem Doggo is so good at clawing at those victories.
Freedom Doggo are an excellent team, and we've seen them against TF Gaming. They got the sweep over them, and Booga Booga they got reverse swept. And it's a matter of can they bounce back well from that? I think they can. They're a great team, great players, but I think also 1NE can also be a good challenge on coming off of that sweep, a good bit of momentum. So it's
Yeah,
going to be a
and
tough one to say.
yeah, and I mean, when We Dem Doggo wins, they win with style. So no matter which way this goes, it's gonna be a good series.
Yeah, this is going to be a great one. I'm very excited for this one. I was hoping for this one. I was excited for this one to be a good final, grand final kind of match, but losers finals, I will take it because Booga Booga. Oh, they've been on a tear today, so I'm excited to see them play again later on. But
Mm.
both of the teams will be fighting for that grand final spot, where is where all the prize pool will be. And thanks to another donation of $26 from Tasty Tea, the prize pool is now at $299.
Yeah, and that is an insane good prize pool. These players really, really have something to push for. I expect them to want this win more than probably most they've had in the past. It's going to be a very exciting. I mean, both the losers final and the grand final. No matter what happens here, there is no downside to this. It's going to be good. I expect some amazing things out of We Dem Doggo, just simply because of Realize. I mean, I have cast Realize a number of times, but obviously as a caster you don't get to do every game that you want to do. I always want to cast Realize. He's so good to cast. He is such an amazing player and has such pretty plays and gets you excited. But tonight has been his night popping off for me casting personally, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see him because he's looking so good. We're just waiting for one more team to get into the lobby and we're ready to go. We and Doggo. But then he was playing them plenty of time before. We all know them very well. But to run through the rosters quickly, when then he is Rapupi, LCT, and Chaotic, and we Doggo is Amaru, Kanra, and Realize. So I'm excited, very excited.
Can I just mention that goal steal last series? LCTU dog, that was brutal. Yes, I mean, sorry, that very good secure. That's what we meant.
Still very good secure from LCT. I think we're just waiting for the 1NE side to get in and we'll be on their way shortly. But just looking for the bracket overall, what's happened today, we've been some very great results, to be honest. Like,
Yeah,
they've seen anti-climax. They came in surprising us with that game of 1NE, but then they unfortunately got took out by Block Girls in the loser round one.
yeah. I'm Block Girls. They didn't seed particularly well, but in on Friday they were a very entertaining team, and I didn't see them beating TF Gaming today, unfortunately. But it would have been an entertaining one to cast regardless, because those guys really know how to put on a fun game. They did go down 3-1, so it wasn't a clean sweep from TF Gaming. They pushed through. Obviously, lost that last round to 1NE Esports, and TF Gaming is out of this now. Unfortunately, it was a really good run for the guys getting this far, and they should go home happy. But now we've got just the four top teams here are all teams that are incredibly exciting. Ooga Booga, We Dem Doggo, 1NE Esports, and TF Gaming, which are unfortunately now out. But I mean, all four of those every single one of them makes their games fun. So there was no losing at this point for you as the viewers, and there will be no losing going forward for you either. So stay tuned and keep those donations going, because we haven't seen support like this all that often in the Asian region. You need to show that that's there, guys. I mean, push it and just prove to these players that this is worth it. And you'll see them train and really get into this all the more every time you do that.
The more and more the support they get, the better and better they're playing, the more motivated they will be to practice. But as we were speaking about upsets and some interesting results, we cannot forget we keep talking about the Muga Buga. They won their first series 3-2. They won their second series against 1NE 3-2. They won their third series against We Them Doggo 3-2 without a better sweep. These guys love their game fives and they keep on winning. I'm so excited to see them in the grand final because that's what it's all to play for.
Yeah. And as I was saying, like they just refuse to lose, and that is their saving grace. Like they adapt and just work out exactly what they need to not let that last goal go in, to not lose that last game, and they push through and take it. It's unbelievably good to watch. It is the underdog story that everybody loves, you know, and to see them go through to the grand final here is so awesome. I'm very, very happy about it.
Yeah, about it indeed. If I remember correctly, this actually isn't the same team they played with for the qualifiers. I think they have, if I remember correctly, they had Easel in last time. This time they do not, if I'm remembering correctly. So they have a different time of the roster here. They're playing with the 4-man, obviously, and they're
boys.
still doing just as well.
We're waiting like usual once again for a team to get in. So it's that good old time. Oh, come on. I was just about to do it. I was about, about to go hangman, but then to join. Okay, don't worry about it.
Caster's curse even when you're not casting, by the way. Even when you're not.
Is that all of them, or we're still missing one?
We're waiting for one more.
One more. We are waiting on one.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon we can get this word done? Oh, we'll give it a go.
Depends. How long is the word? How long is the word this time?
Chaotic's in. We're not getting it done.
I've got 10. Oh, no. Well, maybe we'll do it after. We'll do it in between next break. We'll figure it out, okay?
Yeah. Get some time.
Just keep it up in the background, Buzzer. Thank you. All right. We will send them in as soon as they're ready. I'll get you to let them know that, boy, if you can. Oh, sorry. No, you're on console. I'll let them know.
We're ready to get them going, so as soon as we can get them in, it's time to fight for that grand final spot. We Them Doggo 1NE, the expected grand final match, the expected winners final match, but we're seeing them in the lower finals, fighting for their place in this tournament, fighting to make it to the grand finals, and it's all in it now.
And some early aggression from 1NE. They're going to go for this very quickly, looking for the drop down. That's going to clear out very well. Kana is there in midfield. It's going down the backboard. Chaotic out to the left. Raponi, Rapupi has renamed himself to Riponi. Kana is going to take this up. It's coming down, very dangerous. Chaotic can clear out.
So he's waiting on the side. We're going to try and take it in midfield, gets it past one. Tries to win a pass to another, but it's taken away by Rapupi, Raponi, Revar, whatever you want to call him. He's taking the ball away anyway, but Maru. He hits it upfield, camera getting bumped away, and just sending it to the other half, but no follow up here. When he's going to get an easy clear as LCT, taking up the sidewall, passing it down. That's a shot. It gets hit by Canra, but Chaotic still waiting back. The ball slipped past him though, and Canra going to continue to take it upfield. Rapupi couldn't follow up, but a great recovery there. He gets it past one. Canra is waiting back to get it. LCT though, just keeping that ball in the midfield right now, back and forth constantly, but that's a missed touch. The shot's coming out, it goes wide. Maru's there to finish though, and We Them Doggo go 1-0 up already.
Ooh, and I mean, it had to happen. 1NE left a very open net there. That was a big mistake. They've had a couple little tiny misplays, nothing too out of the ordinary or nothing they're going to get pounced on straight away until that moment, but that's definitely one they want to avoid continuing in even just this match, because they want to take an early win here if they can.
taking another one indeed, and realise he's going to try and get even more of a lead there with that touch. It gets there by the Poopy and cleared away by Chaotic. Doesn't matter, he's just waiting for the touch, cannot find it though, the ball goes far. Chaotic, a good 50, keeps it off at Canva. Realise getting bumped in his own half. Is he able to take this away though? Is there anyone back? Yes there is, okay. I was worried for a second, I thought the defense had completely gone missing, but the Poopy able to make it back in time. But not that it matters, comes out from Canva, off the crossbar and out though, that could have been a second.
Yeah, it was a good setup. The team had really good communication for rotation there. There was a player stuck in the middle, so there was a very quick pass off, and the man making that pass ran back as somebody came up to take the shot. No goal out of it, but it was good communication and a good example of what we should be expecting from this Doggo's team.
CT going to drop the ball down, Maru trying to clear it away, but gets beat out by Rupupu. The ball goes high, realise booms out field, no one there to get it from the one on each side. LCT finally makes it, booms that back and just back and forth at the moment. Realise gets a good touch, takes it solo, but the ball goes high. Maru needs to find this touch, he is able to do it, drops it down to Realise. He's really going to take it off field himself off the backboard and just trying to waste some time at the moment. Try and find Karma, he can't find the touch though. It's now on Chaotic. Gets it past LCT. If he tries to find the shot, intercepted by Maru. Republic going to sit in the midfield, take his time and wait for a shot to come out. This is what Camera will do, but the ball saved by Chaotic. 1-0 to be then Doggo still, and a bit of a slower pace match. Glad I say that. Maru a great touch and getting it past all defenders. He finds himself a second.
He looked like that was the plan the whole time, didn't he? Like, the jump off the wall, just followed that down, and then he's like, yeah, that's in front of goal. Why not? I'll just take it. It's a very easy goal for him after two very important touches, so well done by him.
Done indeed, and we then Doggo, they're looking good at the moment. They're holding up a lead one and they're struggling to get attacks going as Rupupe tries to get a touch, he hits it straight into, I believe that was Canra, and could not get the boom upfield. Chaotic has to rush back now, the boom from Realise. Rupupe though, just going to take his time and try and get this away, but taking their time has not been working out the best for them as they keep constantly getting challenged. Maru comes in, gets it past one, and they'll leave it for Realise. LCT, he gets a touch, tries to get a bump on Maru, he hits it high off the backboard. Chaotic's up for it, nowhere near though, and once again, the chance for 1-E completely shut down.
Yeah, it's a difficult one for 1-E because they're trying to play this and just have fun with it as if Doggos is a lower team that they can take their time with like that, but you leave them for a challenge, and the challenge is probably going to go well if you give them that much time to think about it. So 1-E needs to figure out a little bit of a strategy against this upper ranking team and see if they can do something different with this.
Oh, comes out from Realise. That makes it 3. And Canra, great pass through. No defender getting a touch on that there, and that's an easy goal for Realise. That's pretty old to be them Doggo, and they're starting to run away with this match.
3-0, yeah. Starting to might be a little bit too late for that. With 43 seconds left, I don't think they're going to be able to make it back on this one. 1-E Esports is going to have to think about what they're going to change going into this next match. As I say that, LCT taking a fantastic flick. Unable to make anything of it, but he's definitely trying to have some fun with this still, and it is important. But yeah, they're going to need to think about going into the next match what they want to do differently against such a high caliber team, and shore up that defense a little as well.
Oh, getting hit out to the side, no one there to follow, 10 seconds left. That could be a 4 for LCT, a good save there, but not that it really matters. This is a 3-0 win for Doggos in game number 1, and moving into game number 2, 1-E, they need a lot of fighting to do.
Yeah, that was a very close attempt on goal there. If they can keep up defensive rotations like that, I mean, just getting back is fine as long as you get back. You need to have the rotations there. And it's not that 1-E didn't have good rotations that game, but they need to expect more from their opponents.
A bit more indeed, and well, they're only getting 2 shots on the board there against the 11 from Doggo. It's not enough. They can't win a game when they're only getting 2 shots on target, and they weren't entirely threatening. There was easy saves for both Maru and Canra. And if they're going to keep up with that, we're not going to find a win.
And I feel like most of the attempts they had to try and set something up were very much solo players. They need to be looking all the way downfield at where they can use each other. Just get some team passing plays out there. I know Chaotic hasn't been around in the 1E roster for a really long time, but they've had enough time to work this out, and they need to make sure that they have that consistency between them and that they look for each other all the time on field.
Time for game number 2. Can 1NE start to claw back at the medium Doggo side, or will they just run away with it and continue their dominance of this game in this series so far? But Chaotic going to try and go for an early pass, couldn't make the second touch. I need to save for Realize. Rupupi does come in though. LCT trying to push in and get a touch himself, but Maru, one trap ball upfield, beats out Chaotic. The ball goes high off the backboard. Rupupi take this time, trying to find a touch, gets it past one. The ball goes centre, straight to Maru. Maru trying to find the pass to Camera. Camera backs off though, and up to Chaotic to find the clear. Got some boost, trying to find a second touch, take that upfield. Realize he's able to find it, but the ball's up high for LCT. Off the backboard, going to drop down. Rupupi can he find it? No. Next left wide open. Chaotic has to rush back. Camera going to take the shot. That's going to go in. 1-0, and the 1NE Esports defense, it was a complete shambles there.
Yeah, Chaotic racing to get back. He made a little bit of a bad decision. I think he thought that Kana was going to try and shoot that left, but he should not have shot through there. He needed to wait until he was more sure on where that shot was going to, I think, and just out of position for the save.
The save is not good enough. As Realize going to try and go another attack himself, trying to hit the ball centre. He gets down within the process. Chaotic not the best of touches though. The Puppy is able to find it, but it's an easy attack for the medium Doggo side of Maru. He's going to launch it off field, and now it's Realize. Takes the shot. FCT gets the save and tries to find the shot himself. The ball drops down. It's in the medium Doggo half, but for how much longer will it be? The ball drops down in front of the net. Chaotic tries to go in for the shot. Realize I need to save. Maru, he lands on that ball, gets a nice touch on it, and he continues to push upfield. It's 1NE constantly having to back off and rush back to their own net.
Yeah, they're trying to rotate up and just get some aggression out, and they do need that aggression. It's not necessarily wrong. They're just not able to break away with this just yet, unfortunately. They need something like what Chaotic is doing right now. Just keep it high and drag it downfield. Rupupi is up. He's going to send that off the corner. That's a good center, but Maru is up very quickly. Chaotic can send it down. Kana is on wall, sends it out to midfield. LCT is up. Can center that. Rupupi is there. Can he make anything of it? Realize just barely gets a save.
Well, that's centre once more. Rupupi with a shot. That's going to go in though. Off the crossbar and in. And that's the first goal for 1NE this series.
And there's the passing plays they needed. Rupupi even getting a nice touch onto the crossbar there and just slotting it under. But there was a lot of communication there from 1NE, and it's exactly what they need if they want to win this.
He's going to try and put the ball up to Rupupi. He can't find the great touch though, and the ball by centre. Maru's going to make it there first. Off to the side, we'll leave it for Canra. So he's going to try and take it up to the backboard. Try and find the goal himself. The ball wants to Realize. Now it's up to him. We all know what he can do in the air. He gets it past one. Drops the ball down. An excellent pass. And Realize. He's absolutely incredible. A great pass to Maru and a great goal to go with it.
Maru took a good shot, but this is all Realize. He faked out one opponent in the air and then rushed through the bump out the goalie and just left a wide open goal for a nice shot to slot it in. That was incredibly good one-man work from Realize there.
Could be an opportunity for 1NE, but does get cleared away. Cam want to take it upfield himself. Realize chased him in the demo, couldn't find it on Chaotic. The Puppy makes it back in time. Maru couldn't find the shot, but it's off the corner now. Can he find the touch? No, we can't. Oh, that would have been a close one there, 1NE though. They're only one goal down. It's a lot closer in this first game. They're still struggling to find things here. Them Doggos, they've just looked like the better team by a long way, and if they keep things up, I don't expect that to change. But the Puppy, he's going to hit it up high. Try and find a drop down to a teammate. Chaotic is there waiting back to bring it upfield. Going to try and follow up, get an attack going. The ball drops to LCT. Off the back wall. Goes centre, but no one there to follow. Now it's Maru going for the bump on the Puppy. Can he find it? No, we can. The Puppy able to get the save and live on for a little bit longer. We've got 2 minutes left to find an equaliser. But with the way them Doggos are playing, that lead could be extended at any time now.
Chaotic, that's going to go out to the side. There's a pass in. No teammate there to take it. It was a decent pass, but they need to be sniping each other. Just really seek each other out, not just big sweeping passes out in the midfield. Especially when they're still in their own half. They're going to give the possession back eventually doing that. And that's where some of these goals have come from already, is just continuous pressure because they can't hold the ball in their possession. Not a good touch by Chaotic. That's going to be a shot. LCT barely puts that up over the crossbar and into the ceiling. Was a big touch.
Chaotic trying to hit the ball upfield. LCT good to try and go up for it himself, but realise he keeps the pressure on. Get a touch off the back ball. The ball goes centre. Not the best of touches, but a clear. Maru's up, tries to get a goal, but Chaotic is able to get it away. And a great clear from LCT. We've got only 50 seconds left to score one more goal to send us to an equaliser. But it's going to be difficult here as realise.
Yeah, LCT is going to send that to the corner. It's barely safe. And it's been the case for a lot of this game, barely safe. And it's not enough being barely safe when you're one down. There's 30 seconds left, they need to score. LCT's going to send one up. Rupupi is waiting on the wall, he's calculating it, but he's going to be beaten as it goes out to midfield, and another breakaway just sends it well downfield. No goal out of it.
He's up for it, can't find a touch. LCT, he has to get a clear, and a big one at that. There's only 5 seconds left now. They have one more opportunity, but if they can't get a big enough clear, it's all going to be for nothing. The ball drops down about the net. It's not a big enough clear. The ball stays up though. If they can find a goal now, the ball's going in. That's a second goal. Rapupi, he finds the equaliser. We go to overtime. It may have had a bit of a help from the Weedham Doggo side there, off the post, an unfortunate touch from Canra. But we go to overtime in game number 2 with a 0-second goal.
Kanra must be kicking himself, and I'm sure it's not the way that 1&E wanted to take this to overtime either, but it works, and they're going to have to try and make the most of it. There's a shot early, though. Kanra slots one in, and only 7 seconds into overtime, we've got our game.
Don't go from Canra, it doesn't matter. They win the overtime, 7 seconds needed, and they are 2 up in the series.
That is, yeah, somebody sends it in chat, redemption. Yeah, Weedham Doggo almost gave that away. It was getting close there. And 1&E Esports, yeah, I mean, they did do well to just minimize the goals that time on Weedham Doggo. They have everything they need in their possession. They just need to put it together. They need to, finish this puzzle and make their teamwork get them goals now. And that's what will win them the next match if they can do it.
Oh, it's unfortunate for 1&E there. They had that bit of hope there. They got that 0-second goal with the help from Canra. But Canra, he gives them that bit of hope and goes and takes it away instantly off the kickoff. 7 seconds in and he's scoring the goal. Oh, I feel bad for 1&E there, but they can still bring it back. They're making it closer each game, but it is match point now for Weedham Doggo. One more win will send them to the grand finals. 1&E need to fight back, and they need to fight back strong.
Yeah, this isn't where 1&E wants to go down. They were top seed for this competition, remembering. So they didn't even have to compete at a certain point to be in this. And they are up against the other team that was in that same situation, Weedham Doggo being second seed. But, it's not the way they want to go out of this in a losers final.
They don't want to go out in a 3-0 sweep. 1&E, they seem much better than that, but Weedham Doggo are on a complete other level right now. Canra, Maru realise they're an excellent team and they're really showing it right now. Rapupi off the kick-off, just trying to get something early, but an easy play for Realize, launching the ball upfield. No one to be found, and pretty even just to start it off, but it's all up to 1&E now. If they can't bring it back now, well then they're out of the tournament. They are gone, and it's a sad way to go with a 3-0 sweep.
There's already some early pressure on from Weedham Doggos. Rapupi can't make the touch he needs. It does save. It goes out to the side. Chaotic's going to have to get a good touch on this. He doesn't. It 50's the wrong way. Revoir finally clearing. It's going to go up. LCT can't quite make a touch. It's on crossbar. Canra can't make the touch as it just sneaks in. Sorry, Canra can make the touch. The defender couldn't make the touch.
Sneak that in. Chaotic he probably should have saved that there. That seemed like a pretty easy save for Chaos. I don't know how he didn't find that, to be totally honest. It was a slow-moving ball towards him. He had the boost to do so, and he just couldn't find the touch, which is really a terrible start for Winnie. They're 2 games down the series. They're trying to come back, and conceding things like that is not the way to go. But scoring things like that is the exact way they want to go. LCT a great drop down to Rapupi, and that's a quick equaliser.
And that's the sort of surprising play they needed. They have been playing relatively standardly with their passes and positioning of the ball. That was a brilliant snipe of his teammate, and exactly what they need if they want to score against a team who is used to the standard stuff.
He catches the ball, but realises it goes straight to him. He gets a touch, and the ball goes centre. Maru. He launches it upfield. LCT gets a save, realises up though, that's a shot. LCT and Republic both going for that. Republic able to find a save and launch that ball upfield. LCT needs to chase it though. He can't find the touch the first time, and Cameron able to get it away. Realises the touch into the corner, and it's Cameron on the ball. Chaotic comes in. He loses the 50 though, and Republic. Oh no.
You could see that coming. You could see that coming. Revoir came up, realized had him in his sights. I would almost call that intentional. Realize used that car coming up to just absolutely smash one into goal. Revoir needed to be more careful there. It's not the way they want to go out of this.
It's so sad of a way to concede. The first goal as well. Both of the goals that you conceded this game are just been disappointing to see. That one a bit less of an issue as it was more uncreditably than Doggo. But Mario, he gets secured the lead even further, making that a 2-goal lead, now 3-1. And 1NE, they're struggling, they're down, they're lost.
They had finally fixed up a lot of their mistakes on defense last game, but it's falling apart again. I don't know what's happening to them. They don't seem like the same team as last game.
They're trying to find stuff, but they're struggling to do so. LCT tries to get the ball centre, gets to the right, realise, and now Makupa comes in. Off the back ball, Maru's there to get the save. LCT just waiting, Chaotic's up. The ball goes centre, but realise they're going to get there first. Able to clear it away. Makupa a good 50, and then it's left wide open. That's a goal. LCT going to secure it. And we're now only a 1-goal difference. 3 minutes left. They're slowly climbing their way back, but it's still going to be a difficult task.
Revoir actually had to read that off a defender to get that pass. It was slow, but absolutely perfect touch. I'm sure he was going for a shot, but whatever works, and especially when it's that good. LCT's going to drop it down. Oh, very close. Realize he'll take it to the corner.
So close to LCT there. It could have been equaliser, but Realize he's going to dribble up the field himself. He loses the ball eventually, but an easy dribble for him. He's just going to have some fun with it now, but Rapupi's on the ball. Going to take it off the side wall. Maru comes in. He gets to save the ball up down to LCT. He can't be a Maru though. Chaotic goes in as well. That's an open net. That's 4-2 for 1NE. I mean, we didn't Doggo, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good shot by Maru. He really threaded the needle to get it between those defenders, but it was a poor decision. One of them should have been back. He should have been able to get that after the touch, not challenging. It's down to communication, a lot of what's going wrong here. And when they have good communication, amazing things have already happened for 1NE. The best goal they've had in this series came out of some unbelievable good communication and just sniping their teammates. They're falling apart when they don't communicate.
LCT with their own goal there, but Puppy able to launch the ball up to field. Chaotic now up for it. Off the side wall, going to try and follow up. Maru. Lets the ball drop down. So Puppy gets a touch. Taking a launch the ball back upfield. LCT up to Chaotic. Chaotic's off the ceiling. He gets beat out to the ball though. Oh, what a goal that would have been.
And that was it again. Sniping teammates, communication. Their teammate knew he was on the ceiling, knew he was waiting for a pass. It's exactly what they need to be continuing. There's a demo and it's going to be a goal, surely. Oh, off the post and rolls out. That is so crushing.
Crushing is one way to put it in. That's another goal. We them Doggos 5-2 up. They are winning this series. They are 5-2. They're going to head to the grand finals, and this 1NE can pull off a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough ask. They haven't had 3 goals in a game in this series, let alone in the last minute and a half. So they're going to have to pull something out that they've been hiding if they want to do that. It's going to be a close one here, though, as more pressure builds from Doggo.
CT, he gets a touch, Chaotic's up for it. 1 minute left. If they want to try and bring this back, they need to find something now. But they're not going to do it. The ball runs back upfield by Maru. Really get a touch out centre. Now it's Maru in the ball. He's going to wait. Rapupi gets it past him. Canra gets bumped in the process. He goes high. Chaotic drops it down off the corner. LCT takes a shot, but save once more. Only 40 seconds left. 3 goals needed. It's not going to happen. Doggo, I'm almost certain they're going to go to the grand finals now.
Yeah, I mean, Wanani have actually fixed a lot in this last maybe minute of their game, but it's too little too late. They needed to have this kind of setup in their mind already before they came into the series. It may take a game to warm up and to get those into practice, but it needed to be the plan.
And not been executed well enough here. That's going to be the series. Doggo, they're going to get the rematch. They're going to go to the grand finals against Uga Buga. Uga Buga beat them in the winners finals in a reverse sweep. Doggo, they're going to come back for a vengeance. They take the series 3-0. They move on to the grand finals. 1NE are eliminated.
Yeah, that's a crushing defeat as well. I mean, it's a big win for Doggo. They were incredibly dominant that game. And, you know, as much as Wanani lost that in a big way and they made a lot of mistakes, they are an upper echelon team here. Everybody knows that Wanani can do unbelievable things. And for Doggo to crush them so convincingly here, keep an eye on them. Like, they're already big players, but it looks like they're just getting better.
Just getting better and better and better. So I'm so excited for this grand finals. That'll be very, very short. We're going to get the rematch of the winners final. Doggo versus Uga Buga. Stick around. It'll be a best of 7. We'll be right back with some great action.